Welcome to the Reddit gang. We present you the dankest content every day. So make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Enjoy the video.
What was the most disturbing thing you've seen on internet? Torture video of a guy whose hands had been cut off and whose face had been flayed. He no longer had a face, but he was still alive. A few guys standing around and holding him down. One is stabbing the victim in the eye with a Stanley knife or a screwdriver. The victim's wrist tie comes loose and you see him reach for the face he doesn't have with the hands he doesn't have. Awful product placement. Some video of a guy trying to dive into water but hitting a rock somewhere below. His head literally exploded. Dude was still alive, but there was nothing left of his head. It actually made me sick to my stomach. Grave robbers opening up buried coffins and stealing rings, and other jewelry, off corpses, even if it meant taking the finger with the ring to remove it. That actually is a common thing when it comes to looting corpses. I think I saw some records of medieval times where pirates or sailors after a shipwreck would fish for their dead mates to get their hands on everything they could. Humans can be cruel beings, especially in stressful or dangerous situations. We just can't control ourselves as much as we like to think. 2 girls 1 cup. I read somewhere that it was chocolate mousse. That helped to settle my stomach. The young girl who was high on coke and crashed her dad's Porsche. The pictures of the aftermath haunted me for weeks. I remember the first picture was outside or far from the car and the next pic was what remains of her and the interior of the car. What I don't remember is which subreddit I was on or if it was LiveLeak or something. I honestly don't want to look it up, but I'm sure if you're curious you can Google. I'm still squeamish even thinking about those pictures. Second most disturbing was an ISIS propaganda video of them executing men in a cage by drowning them. They had GoPros attached to the cage. That fucked me up for a couple weeks too. My reflection off the screen. Seeing your reflection on my screen would also frighten me. There was a story on here about a little kid in a cancer ward. He lost an eye to cancer and was really upbeat until one day he was really sad. Because he learned he had to have surgery to remove the other fucking eye. This is the exact moment my aunt would go off about how God does this to know we love him or some psycho shit. My childhood was hell, and over after 11. A lot of stuff happened that shouldn't have happened. Luckily the stuff that happened ended when I was about 16. When I was 18, some anonymous email sent me a link. I stupidly clicked it without thought. It could have been a virus. I would have preferred a virus. But instead it was a website with a collection of videos and pictures about what happened during my childhood. Creepy, right? I hope you are okay, mate. One thing that gets me through the dark times is the realization that this is just a moment in time and it can't last forever, and that one day the sun will shine again. Hopefully this helps, but who knows? After all, I'm just a stranger on the internet. I once stumbled upon a forum where German people talked about searching for and finding diamonds inside turtle shells. Some of them posted pics of the shells they have cracked and specifically stated that the turtles had to be alive when their shells were cracked in order for the diamonds to appear inside of them. There is a gay porn star who looks exactly like a friend of mine. They even have the same facial scar. Only difference is my friend's eyes are blue and he has a tattoo on his shoulder. We found this out because a gay friend of mine was having trouble with his family and wanted to get away for a bit, so we took him hiking with my friends. He was super awkward near this guy, absolutely shocked meeting the guy's girlfriend, etc. Finally he just asked me and goes, "Is X gay or bi or what?" I told him he's as straight as they come. About 20 minutes later he shows me a black and white picture of my friend wearing a leather cap, vest, and Ross and Friends leather pants. I whistled my friend over and showed him and he hot pissed asking why I photoshopped him. Once we figured out it wasn't him, we all got involved. It ended up with all 7 of us on our phones on a mountain looking up gay porn. The actor is 2 years older and 5 inches taller. Fast forward a few years, Hess getting married, so we arranged in secret getting a photo of him and the porn star together and got it signed. Dude was nice, laughed about it, took the photo and hung around the club he was DJing at for an hour while we got it printed at Staples. Still weird going of 4chan every now and then for a thread or a video game board and seeing someone post a picture of a guy that I've known since he was 11 taking a dick the size of a rolling pin. This video about a politician shooting himself in front of a conference he held before his arrest. Can't say I remember his name though. Watching the video gave me chills. A father helping a crowd stone his daughter who was accused of cheating on her husband. Video of a doctor removing a coiled spring from the urethra of a penis that has so infected that there was maggots coming out of it. Basically noped out of the internet for a week after that. One of my friends showing me a video of a cat being gutted alive, he fucking laughed. Hess now in prison for drug usage. Never going back to that school again. I saw a car crash aftermath video where a young woman had the skin of her face ripped off and hanging by a bit of skin by her forehead. Her eyes were popped out too. The worst part was that she was fully conscious and was touching her ripped off face and eyes with hands and moaning. Worst fucking thing I've seen by far. Probably that Japanese woman who was kidnapped, tortured and raped for like half months. I remember reading an article about it. It had pictures in it showing the woman being forced to eat cockroach, drink urine and then getting beaten up by these 3 guys. It really fucked me up. Junko Furtura? Her murder is every woman's nightmare. Video of Japanese man that walked into an ER with part of his skull missing with maggots visibly infesting and eating his brain while he was still alive. A video of a naked guy getting dismembered with a knife by 3 dudes in the desert, probably some sort of terrorist propaganda that some dude sent in a group chat I was in. Really disturbing and horrifying. A mentally challenged or severely autistic man being beaten to death by a martial arts instructor. It was heartbreaking and traumatic to witness. I never want to see anything like that again. I don't think his killer was ever brought to justice. They threw his body in a dumpster. One time me and my sister, she had just turned 11 and I was almost 13, saw this really funny, fairly SFW video and noticed a watermark for a website, so we went in the website in an attempt to find the full video. Turns out this website was a shock site full of extreme violence/murder, so I quickly covered the computer screen with my hand as I exited this god-awful site. Needless to say, we were both traumatized and spent a good amount of time away from the internet after that. When I was about 9, there was a creepy video called Ubitsa La Morsa going around that really creeped me out. Later I learned that the person in the video was a disabled man that wanted to be a drag queen and made a video dancing. She even appeared in a Marilyn Manson music video. This kid from my school sent this group chat I'm in a video of a guy's cutting his dong off. It may have been kinda bad quality but it's still burned in my mind. I was in a Discord chat once where this random guy had taken it upon himself to prove to the rest of the Discord he was superior by posting a video of, I shit you not, a man being held down while 2 pit bulls literally eat his cock and balls off of him. There was blood everywhere and it was one of those live leak videos. Definitely real. Definitely not fake. The image of a real-life man is scarred into my brain and this fucker thinks he's cool now. I remember someone on Facebook once shared a video of a man feeding a puppy to his snake. Bothered me for days. My friend showed me a video of the aftermath of a Brazilian prison riot. Wasn't very pleasant to say the least. Those Brazilian inmates are very resourceful when it comes to making their own machetes, etc. There's also a video of a Guatemalan guy with an atomic handgun with an extendo mag unloading into a dead body. I have great friends. The babies affected by depleted uranium in Iraq. They ended up with horrifying deformities and were generally incompatible with a life of more than a few hours. I cried when I saw the pictures the first time. And there are still children being born like this. Donald Trump's Twitter account. Gaddafi getting dragged through the street after the revolution in Libya. Looking up cartoon porn was just stupid to begin with. Some of the cartoons I used to watch were still on. Now I can see Phineas and Ferb the same way SMH. FYI, it wasn't gay porn I was looking for Candace at the time, which is just as bad. I regret doing that. A man eating his own sperm he froze. There are two videos I would say are the worst things I've ever seen, and they're not about what's on the video but the audio. The first video is the brick video and the other is a video of some crazed vet who kills a cop who pulled him over. The screams and cries of that cop have stuck with me.
To become a real gangster, follow these easy steps. Smash the like button and comment on this video. Subscribe to the Reddit gang and activate the notification bell. Like our Facebook page. Follow us on Instagram.